In the fall of 1944, the small American town of Mattoon, Illinois, was under attack, but the enemy wasn't seen. There was no warplane, no soldier, no explosion, only a strange smell. And then, paralysis. People woke up gasping, their rooms filled with a sickly sweet odor. Their legs wouldn't move. Their mouths burned, their eyes blurred. One by one, families fell ill, and soon whispers began. Someone was creeping through the night, spraying gas through bedroom windows. Silently watching as his victims choked in their sleep, the newspapers called him the Mad Gasser of Mattoon. And even today, no one knows who or what he really was. The first report came on August 31st, 1944. A woman named Aline Kearney was asleep when a sickening smell filled her bedroom. She tried to get up but couldn't. Her legs were frozen. Her throat burned. Her husband ran in, and he smelled it too. A heavy, metallic scent. They thought it was a gas leak. But the fire department found nothing. No damage, no chemicals, no leaks. The next night it happened again. It's time to a different house. Across town, mother and her daughter were overcome by the same paralysis. They described the exact same symptoms. Again, nothing was found. Then another house, then another, in just a few days. The town was in full panic. Someone was targeting families at night. Dozens reported the same thing. A sharp, gas-like smell, followed by nausea, dizziness, and temporary paralysis. Windows were found open, screens sliced, footprints were seen under the glass. And in almost every case, by the time anyone got outside, there was no one there. Only silence. Police increased patrols. Townspeople formed armed neighborhood watches. Families started sealing their windows, locking their doors, and sleeping in shifts. But the gasser kept striking. Always at night. Always leaving no trace. The fear grew thick as the gas itself. By mid-September, over 30 separate attacks had been reported. Victims described a man dressed in black, sometimes seen fleeing into the night. Some even claimed they saw him carrying a strange spray device, but no photo was ever taken. No suspect was ever caught. Not one person was arrested. The town began to unravel, and then, as suddenly as it started, the attacks stopped. The final report came in early October. Just like that, the gasser vanished. No trial, no closure. Just lingering questions that still haunt Mattoon. Was it a real attacker? A chemical experiment gone wrong? Or something far stranger? The official response. Police blamed mass hysteria. They claimed that once the first story hit the newspaper, people started imagining symptoms. That a combination of wartime stress, media fear, and maybe some natural gas odors created a town-wide panic. But if that's true, how do you explain the matching symptoms? How do you explain the identical stories from people who'd never spoken? How do you explain the footprints? The sliced window screens? The physical paralysis? Some believe it wasn't hysteria at all, that the gasser was real, and he simply moved on. Others believe it was part of a secret experiment. The chemical weapons tests were being run on small towns without their knowledge, that the government covered it up. And then there's the psychological theory, that fear itself became the weapon. And once the town believed they were being gassed, the body reacted, even without poison. A phenomenon known as conversion disorder, where emotional trauma becomes physical symptoms. But none of these theories explain everything. The gasser remains one of the most unsettling, unsolved cases in American history. A man who may have walked the streets with a poison canister. A phantom who struck while families slept. A nightmare that left behind no body, no motive. Only questions. And if it was real, if someone truly did gas over 30 homes, then where did he go next? Because people don't just stop. And monsters don't just vanish. Something dark visited Mattoon in 1944, and it never said goodbye. If you want more true horror stories, unsolved mysteries, chilling encounters from the real world, subscribe now to the Gloom Zone, where the unknown isn't just frightening, it's unforgettable.